it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. I'm here to do my December adventures. So firstly, the Lush one. So we're on day 15. What have we got here? Oh, got a pot. Oh. So we have got a tub, a body lotion, Yog Nog. There we go, Yog Nog. And it's creamy caramel scented dessert for the skin with comforting clove and softening organic cocoa butter. Interesting colour. That's the colour. You can definitely smell the caramel. Not so sure about the clove, but definitely the caramel. I think that'll be quite nice to use actually, that one. I'm not always into scented things because they can give me an headache, but that smells quite nice. I don't normally have a problem with Lush things. The only one I've ever had a problem with is I got their, you know, the bar of deodorant, and there was some perfume in it, and it gave me a blinding headache. So unfortunately I've not been able to go on to aerosol, the non-aerosol deodorants, but I do non-containers for other things, like, you know, I have the bubble bars and all that. But yeah, it's but you know, a lot of people can't tolerate going into a Lush store because of the smell, but funnily enough that one's generally okay for me. Right then, so then we will go into number 15 of the crochet advent from Lottie and Albert, the Curate box. So number 15 is this one, and that's a candle. So we've got, so it's another yarn, or another happy cotton. So like I say, even if I don't want to do the projects, I know I will be able to use the cottons, which is something. So this one is colour 789. Now I've got the artificial lights on, but it's probably lippy, but I will look it up for you. But yeah, I'd say it's the red one, but with the artificial lights it could be deep pink for all I know. But I'll look it up. Let me make sure I've definitely got the right number. Yeah, 789. It might be in the book actually. So that's that one. Now, I wasn't going to look forward in the book, the leaflet that came with the advent calendar, because I was going to wait and have it as a surprise what projects I could do. But obviously I'm not liking what I'm seeing for the most part anyway. Just let you know again, just to remind, this box cost £90, so it's not well, it's not mega expensive, but it's certainly not cheap. So just to let you know, I am finding it quite disappointing really. I know I shouldn't, you know, I just thought there'd be better things that I could use. I thought there'd be a lot more cotton, but anyway, it shows what thought did, doesn't it? So obviously the first project was the fingerless gloves, which I did look at. The second project, which that's the one with the woolen yarn, by the way, which is not going to be any good for me at all. Then we've got for the second one, which is the hook, which is you know, a cheap aluminium hook, which I would say is cheap anyway. And you can make the clay, you know, the polymer clay handles. I think it's classed as polymer clay, isn't it? Candy cane hook. Anyway, it's the Fimo Soft in cherry and rose, and yeah, so I won't be doing that because it's not the sort of hook that I use anyway. The next one is the bow garland, which I think I did show you this one, which was the sparkly yarn and the merino sock yarn to make bows in a garland. The one that I hadn't looked forward to, looked ahead to, but it incorporates the yarn that I got yesterday, the piggy pink, and the one I've got today, which I think is red. I'm just going to have a look now. Yes, it is. It's lippy, you see. I know my Serdar yarns. Now, this one is the only one I've looked forward, and this is the only one, just before I came on, this is the only one that I thought I might do, but I'm still not 100% sure I want to. It's a set of coasters, gingerbread coasters. For one thing, I've already got some Christmas coasters that I made when we did the Christmas extravaganza in summer. So I probably won't, to be fair, but if I were to do one, it'd be this one. So it's the gingerbread house coasters. So obviously I'm going to get some of the brown yarn as well. So it does say on here what you're going to get. So I don't really want to look forward to that bit, even though it's not going to be very good. You know, I'm not optimistic that I like it. I won't look forward for the items that's in it. And the last one that we're going to have is partridge in a pear tree, which is some pears to make. Again, I see no need to make that either. So that is the 5 projects I promised you you'd be able to do with this advent calendar from Lottie and Albert. I'm not thinking it's good value for money. Like I say, 5 projects and only one I may be interested in. That's not to say I wouldn't do, like, maybe do the fingerless gloves. I mean, there's plenty of patterns out there, though I didn't have to buy this to get this pattern, but I wouldn't be doing it in wool. So personally, not impressed. That's not to say other people wouldn't be, but I'm not. Anyway, before I have come on today, I've been down to Barnsley and I've been to the little shop where we go to do glass fusion, and I've made another little scene today. It was because it's before Christmas, it's a wintry scene, and I've just done the smallest bit of film, which is showing the blank canvas before we start, as it were. So that's with the plain piece of glass and the little bits and pieces on the table. It doesn't cover everything we use, because obviously I didn't want to put other people in the video that didn't want to be in it. And then about halfway through, when I'd sort of lined up my items on my piece of glass, and then what it looks like when I've finished it. It'll obviously look different when it's being fired, because that's what happens. It changes its appearance when it's fired. You know, get smooth edges and all that. So but I've just done that little bit of cover there. I think it's less than a minute all told, but I'll add that on to the end so you can see what mine looks like before I even started, midway through, and what I'd finish with. It's the one I've been least happiest with so far. Normally when I sit down I just start you know, building a picture. I don't plan anything, you know, but today I really struggled to come up with impulsive ideas to do. So I sort of like looked at the examples she brought in, and I sort of copied some things from those. Well, I usually do, to be fair, copy some things from the pictures, but I don't normally have any problems at, you know, just going ahead with it. But I found it a bit difficult to do this scene today. Couldn't get the greenery in the background to look like I did, so I ended up just using some frict, which is like the little tiny pieces of glass, just to give an illusion of like mountains in the background. Not sure what it'll come out like, but we'll see. You know, I'm usually happy once it's been through the kiln. So that's that one. I've come back home and I've wrapped Brian's presents. Well, we both have. Nick and I have both wrapped his presents, so I feel happy that's out of the way. It's all bagged up, ready to go when we see him before Christmas. And then I think that's it for now. We're thinking about putting the tree up tonight. As I said before, nothing exciting because we've only got a tiny Christmas tree. Our room just isn't big enough to take a big one, so yeah, but we're on about putting it up tonight. Still probably leave my birthday cards up for a bit longer though before I put the other things out, but we'll see how it goes tonight. I think that's it for now. I hope you're all having a great weekend. I hope you're all getting some crafting time in. I hope nobody's behind with the Christmas preparation, and I hope you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you there.